I've got something pretty important to show you from the Australian Government Department of Health. Australian Influenza Surveillance Report goes all the way up to 26th of July. As you know, if you don't know, the flu has disappeared. The seasonal flu has gone without any fanfare. It should have been the biggest news in modern times. At the seasonal flu, God knows how long it's been around, but we've all suffered from it, and it has disappeared. Amazingly, but what's taken place, its place is COVID-19, supposedly. I'm going to read this part out here. It's very important, like it says here. It is important to note that due to the BS19 epidemic in Australia, data reported from the various influenza surveillance systems may not represent an accurate reflection of influenza activity. Why would they say that? The two aren't the same thing. They should be reported separately. Maybe it's because the flu has been transferred, given another name, COVID-19, and all the figures have gone to COVID-19. Why cannot they report it, an accurate reflection? Oh, hang on. Same symptoms. Same symptoms. Oh, of course, they've been trying to add, symptoms here, there, for COVID-19, like, loss of smell and that bullshit, which affects no one. They just thought, they have to separate it somehow from the flu. But no, this is not an accurate reflection of influenza activity. I find that amazing. What's the point of having all these stats and everything if you can't be accurate? So they're just making it up. I'm going to go down. You can read this all. It's pretty lengthy. I just want to show you these charts here. Percent of calls to health direct related. The red one is 2020. Goes back to 2015. Oh yeah, it's normal. March goes up and shit. Hang on, what happened in March? What happened in March? Oh, COVID-19 came along and wow, look at that drop. What? And all of a sudden, because of COVID-19, we get this drop. And if you look at the COVID-19 charts, it's up here. So this over here has been replaced with this. It's just been swapped over. You have to see this, people. The flu does not just disappear. And, as you know, they're making out the flu has disappeared because of lockdowns, because of washing our hands, because of social distancing, and, more recently, because of wearing masks. Oh, no masks were worn here, but it's dropped down. They have to come up with some bullshit. They can't say, oh, the flu's gone because COVID-19's taken its place. No, they're going to use these bullshit draconian laws that they've put on us. And people fall for this. There's a few of these, I'll show it. Same thing, I won't worry about what they say, but look at this. Look at the drop there as compared to the other years. All pretty consistent, but now the flu has gone. The flu has gone, but there's no celebrations. Why? Why aren't people celebrating in the street? No more flu. No more having to have bullshit flu shots. Oh, that's because the flu shot's going to be replaced by the vaccine. The vaccine for COVID-19. That's what it's about. Once again, the red, 2020, dropping down. There's a few of these. I'll just go on. Proportion of respiratory viral tests. Look at this. Look at the drop as compared to there. More viral tests. We won't worry about that one, but still a big drop and flattens out to virtually nothing. This is all about the seasonal flu. You know that. Same here. We've got better ones coming up. Number of influenza hospitalizations at Sentinel hospitals between March and October. Okay? 2015, that's this light blue one. 2017 was the orange one here, going up to 400. 400 of admissions to hospitals. Look at this, 2020. It's 0. From March 13th, when the pandemic was not declared, when it was characterised, straight from that day, amazingly, no hospitalisations. Hang on. Everyone's going to hospital because of COVID. Hang on. All of a sudden they call it a pandemic and no one's going to hospital because of a cough or a fever or a headache. Oh no, they're going to hospital because now it's called COVID-19. Wake up, people. It is right here before your eyes. Don't worry about this one. Once again, notifications of laboratory confirmed influenza. This is a big one. This is the big one. January 2013 to 26th of July. Orange one once again, 2017. The green one is 2019, and look at the red one. Here it is, March 13. All of a sudden, 0. 0 for the flu. Number of notifications, month and week of diagnosis. The flu's gone. The flu has gone. 900 deaths of the flu in Australia last year. How many COVID deaths early August? Just over 200. We've gone from 900 to 200, and yet, our lives have been destroyed. We don't live like we used to. We're in lockdown. We're prisoners. We can't do anything. We can't go to work. People are losing their jobs. Kids aren't socialising with the other kids. They're locked inside. No schooling. We've got to wear masks. And yet, the flu, gone. Gone. 900 flu cases, not cases, deaths last year, gone to 0. And all we have is 200 supposed deaths from this bullshit COVID, which are all fake, which are all from, underlying health conditions, from old age people, which quite possibly would have been the flu as well. But no, the flu's gone. Was there a fanfare? Just like when ISIS disappeared. That wasn't big news. ISIS disappeared. Oh, no big deal. Wasn't even on the front page anywhere. That should have been on the news 24/7 for weeks. ISIS disappearing. Then we got here by states. Same thing. Look at the drop. Look at this one. Queensland, all 0. Victoria, all 0. Oh, but hang on. It's been replaced by COVID. Second wave. Every state the same. Not sure how many more. Not worry about that one. Forget about that one. Here we go. This is interesting. Rate of notifications of laboratory confirmed influenza by age. By age. Hang on. We'd think that the older people would be. Hang on. The older people aren't the highest. As you can see here, 75 to 79, 80 to 84, 85 plus, it's dropping. If it went to 90, went to 100, it'd drop down here. You would have thought that the flu cases for the elderly would be highest, but yet, look at this, 0 to 4 is the highest, 5 to 9. Between 0 and 9, we have got the highest influenza. So the influenza affected the children more so than the elderly. But yet, now this COVID, this cunning little bug called COVID, it doesn't affect anyone under 10 or even under 12 because they're not wearing masks. Because the health experts have said it doesn't affect anyone under 12, so they don't need to wear masks. So, what's going on here? How can the flu have affected younger people more than the elderly? Then all of a sudden COVID comes along And it's quite the opposite, big time. No children under 12 are affected, or no one under 50 actually. But there, this is staggering. So this bug is completely different to the seasonal flu, the way it affects people in their age ranges. Doesn't make sense. So we should be even celebrating more that the flu's gone, because no children are being affected now, whereas before, all these years, the influenza was affecting children more than anyone else. But now COVID doesn't affect any kids, but yet schools have been closed. Kids are staying home. Why are they staying home, and why are schools closed when the seasonal flu did more damage than what the COVID did? By an extreme amount. Look at this. Rate of 100,000 per population, nearly 100. 0 and 4, or more so school kids 5 to 9. Look at that. What's going on? Is there any more shit? Won't worry. There it is. Please share this, everyone. Link in the main description. They are telling us the flu has gone, being replaced by some bullshit called COVID. 900 deaths from the flu last year, only 200, 8 months in from COVID. And we got to go through all this pandemic bullshit, curfews, masks, social distancing. And what you got to realise, those figures, we have got COVID-19 deaths with no vaccination. Hear me out. COVID-19 deaths with no vaccination are far less than the seasonal flu deaths with a vaccination. You hear me? COVID-19 deaths without a vaccination are far less than the seasonal flu deaths with a vaccination. Ponder that one.